and that this is happening. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go on my page to see.
It says live
All
on
right.
Facebook on my screen, so you might be here.
Looks like
amazing. Okay, awesome. It looks like we're live. So guys, if you are live, give us a hashtag live so that we know that you are here with us. Feel free to interject, ask questions. But I'm going to get right into it because you guys are always here on time. And let me just mute my guy there. So I'm going to be looking out on my phone so that don't think I'm being rude or anything, but here I am. And just in case you kind of missed the beginning, it's Wellness for All TV. I'm your host, Natalia, aka Nat, life and business strategist and certified wellness coach, and new leader of the virtual global Nat International group. I'm so excited. Welcome, Tara and Brittni. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. So we titled The Big Calling because everyone I think right now is feeling called to just be more, do more. And I couldn't be happier to be with these beautiful women and beautiful men at BIG. So before I start rambling, let me get into Tara and Brittni. Tell us about yourselves. Tell us about the journey so far.
So I'm honored to be here, and I'm so grateful to you, Natalia, for sharing what you do and all your gifts and talents with us. And Brittni and I work together hand in hand every single day. We used to see each other in person, but now we see each other on these amazing technology Zoom screens. And women have to do what women have to do, and we do it pretty well overall. So my story is a little bit typical of millions of women out there. I went to college and thought I was going to change the world, and picked my major and graduated, and the sky was my limit, and I was going out there to slay the world and make it a better place. And I was proceeding on that path. My background was in marketing and public relations, and I worked for a really cool advertising agency in the Boston area. But then, like most women, life, takes turns. And for me, it was a good turn, but it changed everything when I got married and had what they call a baby. And all of a sudden, I was in the suburbs, and I was I was a mom, and I was a house cleaner, and I was, the woman who was doing carpool. And along the way, I kind of lost the part about me. I was all those things like a lot of women, but I thought I was supposed to be more. I wanted to go back to that 5-year-old girl who said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" and had those dreams. Or the high school, the college freshman who thought, wait till the world sees what I'm going to do here, and then you get put in boxes a little bit, and some of us feel stuck. And that's sort of how I felt. Grateful, but stuck. And in 2009, I saw a bumper sticker on a teacher's car that said, "Remember who you wanted to be." And it was like, oh, I'm not her. I'm not her. And I had 3 kids, and I lived in the suburbs, and I was doing all the mom things, and I knew all these women who were doing all the mom things, and life was good, but not fulfilling. And I thought, there's got to be something more. Like, I'm supposed to do more than just this. And I didn't know what this was. So I sent an email out, and that changed everything. I sent an email that said, "We're still smart, and maybe we could figure out how to move our lives forward and do all the other stuff," because that's what women know how to do, right? That juggle. And so that's what happened to me 12 years ago. My youngest child at the time was in kindergarten. Now she's a sophomore in college. And my life has, taken another turn with COVID. But, now we've been doing this for a while. Our goal is to empower women, to make them feel like whatever they think they were supposed to do, they can do still, even if their journey took a couple twists and turns. And for me, it was motherhood that listed it, but it's a lot of things. It's relationships, it's divorce, it's health, it's travel, it's taking care of our elderly parents. And so we want to help all women at all ages and stages. And I want to turn it over to Brittni, because I am old enough to be Brittni's mother, but Brittni has also been an empowered woman for her generation, and she's bringing the women that, you know, that are my daughter's age and a little bit older to say, you know what, you can have the life you dream about. You just have to make some adjustments along the way, and you're going to have to, you know, deal with life like COVID and things that we can't change. And like you said, pivot or adjust the sails. So I'm going to have Brittni share her version of why she's part of this in women's empowerment, even though we're, you know, decades apart in terms of age and stage.
Yeah. So again, Natalia, we're so excited to be here. So thank you for having us. To introduce myself, I'll say I went to school for marketing. I was going to follow that typical, you know, go into the corporate world, all of that. And then what I did in school was this entrepreneurship program on top of my marketing classes and all of those courses and everything. And in that entrepreneurship program, I really began to understand the value of community and network and support and people around you. And so because I had that, which I feel like is such a great lead into what we're actually going to be talking about today with community, but because I had that support at such a young age, I kind of veered off that regular path from the start. I loved the idea of small business. I identified with entrepreneurs. I had no idea what I wanted to do, right? As just me, I still felt like I needed guidance, and I still wanted to help others with their ideas. And so that's what I did after school. Is I landed a pretty great job in a small business, and then eventually found my way to BIG, which, I mean, Tara and I talk about this all the time, but everything always lines up as it's supposed to. I had unintentionally entered a big meeting when I was a college student, and then years later, freelanced for BIG as just like some marketing help. And then a position opened up for full time. And I found myself in this world of women's empowerment, which is so natural to me. And I feel like everything within our organization, which again, we'll touch on this as we go through the talk here, but women's empowerment is just, you know, everything I think, I breathe, I see, is just strength and support and independence and confidence with ourselves, but then also this just like need to help others. So that's how I found myself in BIG and why I'm so passionate about it, despite, you know, a decade or two.
A little
But
more than two.
that's where my passion comes from, is, you know, just knowing what community is and knowing how it works and how to tap into it and connect others. I mean, there's nothing more exciting than seeing someone else light up when they realize they can do something. And usually that light comes from just a simple connection. So, you know, that's what we do at BIG. We empower women. They know that they're capable within themselves, and then they know that they're even more capable with the support of others. So
I love it. I love it because we have so much in common. You know, it's like you feel like you have this calling inside you. You kind of already went along the routine, I'm gonna say, steps, you know, go to school, get a degree, climb the corporate ladder, get a house, get a car, you know, that. And then suddenly it's like, wait, there's this calling. There's something. I think I liken it to doctors. Like, doctors are lucky because they know their calling from when they're younger. But like someone like me, I'm with you, Tara, or Brittni, I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do. And I just kind of, you know, gradually started falling into things. They all have led me here. So I'm super passionate about that and super grateful about that. But I think the things that you commented were, or what I heard was, you know, I didn't do it alone. I had connections. I had people to help me, to collaborate with, to guide me, to support me, to help me just get further along and figure it out, even though, because no, we don't know what it is. And I want
No
to
one
just
does.
kind of touch on, the community part. And the thing that really attracted me to BIG was that it wasn't always about the business. It's not all about the business. There's this one, pillar. There's there's relationships and family. There's travel and leisure. There's health and wellness, which is huge right now. Financial literacy, all of these things. So what, it would be great to hear some examples or your experiences around how supportive communities can help grow your business, especially in times like these. Like, is there anything you've seen in the community or can comment on?
So what I would say to that, and it's after being out there in the world, working world anyway, for 25 plus years, is when women come into the workforce, in the traditional workforce, and unfortunately it hasn't evolved that much from corporate America, hasn't really evolved. And so most of the way that women do business is in a man-like way. And I don't say that to disparage men at all. I think men are programmed differently. They have different DNA. They have different strengths. And our strengths are nurture. Our strengths are our DNA, they were cavemen out to hunt and gather, and we were nurtured by the fire. And we should embrace that, and do business like that. That's what I embrace, our womanhood, because men have a different calling. They are, they have a different way about going about their life, and they're very fulfilled that way. And our fulfillment largely comes from rapport. Men have a report mentality, women have a rapport. And, we have pushed that down in the business world because it wasn't professional and it wasn't about the business at hand. But if you underestimate the power of relationship and the power of getting to know, like, and trust each other, you diminish the ability of a way a woman would want to do business. Because for women, when we do business from a relationship standpoint versus a transactional standpoint, we elevate the person we're doing business with. We elevate and refer them 10 times over. Once we feel passionate about what they're offering, we're out there saying, you've got to work with her, or you've got to buy this, or you've got to try this. And we do that. And it might take a longer time than a quick transactional business exchange. Like, okay, that'll be $14.95, or every time we meet someone, we're trying to sell them something. That works in an economic way to a fault, to a certain degree. But when you have dramatic changes in the economy, like we're going through right now, that type of transactional business doesn't work. And what works is relationship business. And what works is women that say, you know what, I'm going to stick with this person through this difficult moment. I'm going to keep purchasing from her because I want to support her business, even though I should be tightening my belt. Because if I support her, in the long run, she'll support me, and together we'll all be better. Right. And so that's the mentality that we have. It's the antithesis of typical business, which is, will you buy this from me? Will you buy this from me? Will you buy this from me? It's, what can I do to help you? And the one thing that women don't want to do when they do that is feel like give. They take, and it never feels reciprocity. It never feels good. It felt taken advantage of. And what this does is it says give with boundaries and exchange with business contacts. And so we do business really differently, but we do business authentically as women. And I think we've been around for almost 13 years, so we can't be doing something too wrong. And these women wouldn't be here if it didn't work. So we have to trust that being authentic and making authentic connections is the new way, and hopefully the evolved way, that women should always do business with each other. So.
And just
it's
to add
so
to
true.
that,
and it's fun. Oh yeah.
I was just going to add to that a little bit, to touch on, as Tara mentioned, embracing your womanhood as a business person. it really is all about the community collectively being a give before you get community. And again, to touch on the relationship piece of it, when you know someone and you really know someone and you're not just sitting there to have a single transaction, then you can hear their other pain points and other places in their lives that maybe you could support them, right? Even if it's not you, it is that connection. It's just saying, hey, have you met this person? They could help you with that parenting need or something like that. So that's really, I mean, we focus on it so much, the relationship, because we all need help in various areas. And it's not something that one solution is going to, you know, just close off. So there's that. Oh, I don't know if
I think that was beautifully said. I
okay.
hope I'm not frozen.
There you are.
I think it's me. I think we're fine.
We are.
So I think it's beautiful what you said there. And I can tell you, I've been having more conversations from joining BIG than, you know, I have probably in the last few months, like actually getting on the phone with people and not, it's not about like, yes, sure, your content on your social media is important. And I'm going to be talking about that next Monday with BIG, but I'll tell you about that after. But it's the most old school thing, but it's like it's getting back to community, getting back to conversation, getting back to actually caring and being kind, and not just, oh, I need to sell you something because, like, no, it's not like no, we can't. And I think, you know, when you talk about investing in yourself, like it can be like cost you nothing to, you know, $20,000, $50,000 if you want to get into like higher level coaching. But I think one of the things that I've learned is that you just can't do it alone. So whether it's a community, whether it's a coach, whether it's both at different times, like your community, the people that you surround yourself with, that's the most important piece that I think a lot of us, I know I certainly was missing it for quite some time. I found it in Cost Women, and I found it here with BIG, you know?
Oh, we love Coastal Women. Coastal Women is our European sisterhood. We've been working together with Allie and the wonderful women that she brings together. And I think the reason why the women of Coastal Women and the women of BIG are so similar is, you know, we both embrace the same culture. Our values are aligned, and we put our values up front, right? Therefore, women or other women who aren't interested or think that's like a waste of time, right? I don't have time for this. I just want to sell 10 of these. They don't have time for going through the process of really developing authentic connections and relationships. They want transactions because they think that that's going to be the fastest way to successful business and a high paying bank account. And for some women, it might work. For some women, it might work that way. And I wouldn't put it past them for doing it. And that's wonderful. And in those cases, we're an added value, right? They can do that for 80% and we're another channel for them. But people that look to us as a really invest in this organization. And, you know, people have defined it as a sisterhood. I would never have the audacity to call it a sisterhood. But to your point, it's a very warm, nurturing platform that the world needs in a very cold and calculating world, right? Because especially women, we're vulnerable. We have a lot of people to take care of. We have a lot of ways that we want to live our life. Unlike men, we don't work in channels. Everything penetrates all at once. So while the kids are crying or the school bus is running or the mom needs a ride to the doctor's appointment and you're growing your business and you have to have food on the table and there's 6 loads of laundry and all that, what we realized, And we were just entrepreneurial for a long time. We just did what a lot of people did. We didn't want to be just a networking event, a networking organization where people exchange business cards. We were more nurturing than the typical networking event. But I came to realize that if we didn't support women in the rest of their lives, they couldn't be good entrepreneurs. Because if they couldn't figure out how to take care of their children during COVID and homeschooling when they were supposed to be doing business, and they didn't understand how to do that, then they're subtracting from their goal of entrepreneurship. If they had a health or wellness issue in their family or personally, subtracted from their business. If they had a home issue, which we've been living in our homes for more than we've ever lived in our homes, right? And you're sitting around and you need to deal with that, subtracts from your business, because we let it penetrate every area of our lives. So we started saying, wait a minute, to be a supporter of a woman who wants to build a business, we got to be a supporter of a woman who needs help in the rest of her life. So we built this safety net all around a woman in all those areas, the pillars that you mentioned, because number one, that gives her more time to focus on her business if that's where her passion is. It doesn't have to be. Our real goal is to make you fulfilled, make you empowered, make you happy. But a lot of our women come to us because we have 575 plus women together, and they say, this is a great place for women to know about my products and my services, which it is. But once they're in our organization, it becomes so much more. It becomes so much more. They join for the business and they stay because of the life enhancements that it offers. And we love it because real business happens, because women build businesses around to trying to make other women happy, right? Most women are doing something to help other women. So the pillars are not just pillars in women's lives, they're pillars in women's businesses. There's life coaches, there's wealth coaches, there's interior designers for homes, there's realtors, there's wedding planners, and you name it, parenting coaches. So in the relationship world, in the money world, in the home world, women build businesses because they know that they figured out a solution that if every woman knew this, their life would be better. And those women live with us on a daily basis, and people like you who have the most amazing, warm, positive energy. I mean, I feel like we've known you for years and years and years and years and years. And you've just been such a wonderful, like Brittni always uses the word light. You've been a wonderful light to have in our organization.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I'm really excited. Every day I wake up with a smile on my face, and it's just amazing. And I really want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing your story, because I think it's time. And I think the reason why we're so aligned is because, I've always had this holistic view of being a woman in business, and it's not all about the business. It's about, finding your passions. It's about creating meaningful relationships, personally, romantically, all of it. Financial literacy, like being able to stand on your own 2 feet, and it's just limitless what anyone can do, men, women, it's just limitless. And I think we're going to do, well, you guys have done an amazing thing, going virtual, going global. This is totally just the beginning. And for anyone, I don't want to ruin it, but I think you had something to share with us, with a little promotion maybe.
Sure. I'm going to let Brittni share.
Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, Brittni will share the special opportunity. We are an opportunity place. I just wanted to say, so in my generation, right, and I have children that are out of college, we thought we were going to change the world. We thought we were going to, revolutionize the way women did businesses. And in some ways we fell back in a track, and we're pushing through that. But what I am so honored by people of your generation, Natalia, and Brittni's generation, and Gen X and Gen Z, you aren't going to settle, even in COVID, you guys only want to do business with companies that you feel are good valued companies. And you don't want to be with people in a cubby and spend 30 years in one place just because you got stuck there because of a paycheck. That's the freedom that we need to be able to embrace, because COVID taught us nothing. Life is so short. It is so short. You only have one life to live. And yes, we need to learn about money so we can fuel our goals and dreams, but money for the sake of money is just paper, right? But Brittni, if I want you to share a little bit about like the vision of what you have, about the opportunities that we offer, not just for people like me who have, empty nests coming along, but people like even younger than you who are just starting off, and then why we are like trying to offer this crazy opportunity, which has really little to do with money and more about an invitation to be part of us.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that it transcends age in every way. The opportunity to create, and what community does is it really offers that environment to create for yourself, but also with others. There's that quote, which I might misquote, right? If one mind gets together with another mind, it's not 1 + 1 = 2. They then have this mastermind, right? They're able to create, they come with their idea and the other comes with an idea, and then together they have this whole, there's many ideas. So that's what a community really provides. And that is, it's timeless, it's ageless. Everybody needs that. And with that supportive community, people are truly there to give before they get. So they want you to be able to create, they want to help. That's really, where the vision is to continue to provide these fresh perspectives on business and life, because again, BIG is really an organization that supports women personally first and professionally. So we can only move forward professionally as long as everything is moving forward.
Sometimes we forget to share how we do that. And when we talk, we get so passionate about our organization, then we get then women say, but what is it that you guys actually do? So we should make sure we share what we actually do.
So to bring it to what we do on a day-to-day basis, right? That the tangible, we offer over 30 meetings, we call them, but virtual events, because everything is virtual right now, a month, in all of these pillars that we discussed. So those pillars, again, were relationships. That's your parenting, your spousal, children, or parenting, senior care, those relationships, your home life, travel, leisure, fun, wellness, self-care, fashion, beauty, entrepreneurship, right? That's a huge pillar that we're discussing. A lot of our members are women who have small businesses. And then that cap on everything is money, because money is fuel. So we have meetings and events under all of these topics to help educate you and bring women together to discuss these things so we can move forward 30 times a month. So when people become members of our organization, they get to tap into as many, I mean, they could all, but that would fill your schedule, of those opportunities as they want. And a lot of people, they might attend an event for various reasons. They want to learn about that specific topic. It may be tax planning, you need some extra tips there. But then there's always, because really BIG is community focused, there's always a community section of a meeting. So that's when you're able to establish those genuine connections and start those relationships, and then maintain those relationships with the other members of BIG. So that's what we do. We provide content and a space for you to gather with like-minded, supportive, really positive and engaged women who also want to move forward. Other women who are also passionate about whatever it is. You don't have to be passionate about the same thing in order to help each other. So Natalia, as she mentioned in the very beginning of this call, has recently become an ambassador with BIG. And before we go into the promo, did you want to just touch on, why you're so excited to bring Nat International to life?
Yes. I don't know if anyone's picked up on my excitement, but it's really incredible. And Wellness for Wealth TV, this has evolved from a 10-day fitness challenge, back in 2018. And if I just even think about the way I've evolved as a person, as a business, I didn't get here on my own. I am so passionate about being able to bring big globally, virtually, I'm representing Europe and Canada, but it's not about me. It's about being able to lift other people up. It's about raising the positive vibe. It's about healing the world. And I know that may sound super cheesy, but it's like, Tara, it's kind of what you were saying, when you were growing up, you had this thing like, I'm going to change the world. It's like, we all can do it, but we have to do it together. And, I always say, like, you're like, the brighter you shine, the brighter we shine together. And I think if I can bring that positivity, if I can connect people, if I can help people, create that community that they're missing, the way that I've created it and really felt myself thrive both personally and professionally, I think that is contagious. And I think the more that we are together, and Tara, you say this, like, but I really believe it. Like, the more we are together, the better we are, the stronger we are, the more that we can make an impact, which it's just, that's what it's all about. It's about making a difference. It's about banding together. And that's why I'm so excited, because it allows me to reach so much more people and bring so many more people together and help people thrive like others have helped me thrive. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity and for all of those who have joined and who have been listening for like since I started. Like, thank you for being here. And the reason this is kind of the last episode, so to speak, is because I want to start giving more value, more energy, more to the members of BIG, like who they like it, they say those who pay attention, but it's like Tara said, it's not about the money. It's just about having a community where you can, really help people. And like next Monday, it's about Facebook group secrets. So we all have to learn new ways of doing things. And if I can contribute what I've taken years, like, I don't want to list out everything, but it's like corporate experience, like MBA, CPA, like all like wellness coaching, all of these skills that I've collected. It's now about contributing. I heard this thing, growth versus contribution. It's like grow. And now I feel like it's time to contribute, and I want to contribute in a way that's massive. And this is going to be an amazing way. So I hope that you will join me at BIG, because we're going to do so many amazing things, and you have access to so many, like Brittni was talking about, 30 plus events. And the sky's the limit, because we're just getting started here.
Just getting started. I am so excited, and I have to tell you, life never happens the way you planned it, right? Otherwise we wouldn't be in this COVID global thing. But COVID has had its benefits. I mean, because of COVID, we have become a global entity in 8 weeks. I've planted this seed for 13 years, and in 8 weeks, we have grown in 12 new communities worldwide in a way that I could never have done it before the world would have accepted technology and realized that we all have to embrace things like Zoom, and that we had to adjust our way of doing it so that it made it easier for people to say yes to us, and so that we could have, and then it started to implode and grow and expand. We have almost 84 new members since COVID. We never grew that fast when we were, in live, going along, chugging along. 84 new, amazing, energetic gifts and talents being brought to the table every day. And like you said, it's amazing what we can do together. Women are built to enhance the lives of other people. And I will say this, though, the money part of it needs to be in the equation, right? We're not doing this for free, because we can't, right? Money is an exchange of value. It's an exchange to say you are worth it. And we want women to know they're worth it. And we want women who are in need of something to take that honor to themselves and invest in themselves. And a lot of times that includes dollars, in time, and energy, and gifts. But dollars has to happen, or pounds or euros or whatever the money exchange has to happen, not only so that you can continue your life and you can pay your bills and you can live the life you were meant to live, but because it's a gratitude acknowledgement back to the person who is enhancing your life. So it's really not selfish to invest in yourself, and it's not at all selfish to pay someone else who shared their gifts with you to enhance your life. And that reciprocity, that magical way, will change the world. I mean, we know it. We know right now with COVID that the world is getting better because of women who are embracing a new life and saying, we got this. And we're handling whatever is being thrown at us. And a lot of people are doing it with grace and dignity, except for those rare moments where we have those crazy, hysterical moments. And when we have those moments, we have each other to calm ourselves down and let it all out and reboot in the next day. So I want you, Natalia, to know that you're worth every single dollar that anyone ever invests in you, because what you offer them is 10 times better that they can get out of their life for the dollars that they would put in to investing in your time, or, like I said, whatever the currency is wherever you are in the world. But that being said, we don't want money to be an obstacle for you to say yes to the next opportunity. So we're taking money off the plate here. I want double the membership because I want to help more women move their lives forward. And I want to do that. And I want you to not say money, 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 because I know COVID changed a lot of people's, ability to invest. So Brittni has a crazy offer that we're only giving. We did it this summer. We closed it down. Natalia was saying, can I offer it to my women? We said, okay, we'll open it up for one more day. Okay. So Brittni, tell them what we're offering.
Sure. So in order to join our community, this community, BIG, Believe, Inspire, Grow, we have membership. It's a membership organization. You can join us on a monthly basis or an annual basis. Right now, we have a special COVID rate, and that's $19.95 a month or $199 a year. So you pay those membership dues, and then you have all access to those 30 plus events. And there's so much more too, but it would be overwhelming to discuss all of the member benefits. But that's how we operate, right? Monthly or annual. But to Tara's point, to take that off the table, we want to give you the experience of BIG for a month, right? So that you can see all these different lights, what a bright room it is when you sign into one of our Zoom calls with all of these women here to share their gifts and talents. We want you to see that. So Natalia, the promo we're offering, it's BIGONE, and so that's BIGONE. And what that will do for you is when you join Natalia's group within BIG, you'll get your first month for just $1 US dollar, and that promo code is BIGONE. And I'm sure, Natalia, maybe you'll put it in the comments or something for those who are watching. But it's a 24-hour gift to you. So we invite you to join. We would love to see you on calls soon. And as soon as you join membership, you have access to everything. You'll receive a welcome email with next steps. How do you get engaged? What are the upcoming events? And again, all of that, your first month would be $1. And then the month following would be that $19.95. So let me know if I missed anything. Did I miss anything, Natalia, Tara?
I think you're good. I think there's just the minimum 3 months, but yeah, it's exciting, guys. I was like, Tara, Brittni, let's do it. Let's just open it, because I really want you guys to come with me.
The full disclosure financial, so that we're not looking like we're bait and switching, because we don't do that. It's 4 months of BIG for $60 and something cents. 4 months for $6, and you get Natalia starting on Monday, and that alone is worth an infinite amount of dollars that we get to learn, unlock the skills that you have learned and shared about Facebook on Monday. So, again, our mission is first. And we love, 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 love having women like you, Natalia, as part of our leadership team. And we are just starting. If you're in Europe or you're in Canada or you're anywhere in the world, we've had inquiries from Africa and anywhere in the world. Every woman deserves to feel the way we feel. And we want to share your gifts and talents with our women, and we want them to share theirs with you.
Yeah, I'm really excited, guys. And I'll put all that information down below so that there's no surprises. And I'll see you Monday, basically. I'll see you tomorrow too. But thanks so much, Tara and Brittni, for joining me, for sharing this amazing platform, for seeing Wellness for Wealth TV off and into something so much more exciting. I cannot wait, and it's been a pleasure. Everyone, have an awesome evening, day, morning, wherever you are. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.